Well, the zombie spawner works amazingly. I'm Wattles and welcome back to the Let's Play series, episode 15 now. So, like I said, this thing works very, very well. I got up to level 33, well now 34, so I can throw mending on my pickaxe. But here's what I have so far, zombie flesh, and then other stuff. But I was going to continue caving out this cave system because there is more work that needs to get done. I turn the cave corner, and there's zombies all over this thing. There was, more, crowding in here, but they walked back there, I guess, for some reason. I thought it was kind of cool, but I really need to climb up this ravine and light this place up. So I think it's time to actually go ahead and throw mending on this fortune pickaxe. I still really need to go ahead and find a fortune 2 book or something, but let's go ahead and just creatively name this pickaxe fortune pickaxe, because eventually I'll have fortune 3 on this pick and I'll like it a lot. However, it's time to randomly segue into the actual project of the day. The caves have been caved, the pick has been combined or enchanted, whatever. The guardian thing. So I asked the last episode, what am I going to do to the farm? What am I going to cover that farm off in the distance with? And the answer to that, pure nothingness. You are correct. I'm going to make a giant guardian on the guardian farm because I think that would be really cool. However, my derpy self went ahead and gathered up all of that terracotta that sits in those chests over there to make a giant guardian, right? Here are the guardian or the terracotta colors that I would be using to make a guardian. This is light blue, this is blue, and this is cyan. That's not a guardian color at all. It's nothing near what I would need, so that's not going to work. I would be using white for the eye, and then black for the pupil, and then orange for the orange spikes, but these colors are not right. So over here is cyan concrete. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. However, I didn't really plan on needing a bunch of cyan dye, so right here is all of my cactus green. I have 15 more cacti, but that's really not going to cut it, and I don't know if I even have enough gravel. I didn't collect any gravel in preparation for this project because I didn't think I would need any gravel for this project. So, I need more cactus to make cyan dye, or a lot of cyan dye, because the farm is 22 by 22 or something. Gonna need a whole lot of cyan concrete. So I think today, instead of going ahead and instead of coating the outside of that guardian, I think we'll go ahead and dive under the water and do another building episode. I could set up a cactus farm today, and that will progress our project with the guardian farm, because I would like to move on with that project. I thought about maybe just using prismarine, but I think in such a large quantity, it will just look really, really bad. So if there's another block that I'm missing, by all means, tell me down below. Say, Wattles, you should use this block. But for now, cactus farm. So I think I'd like to go ahead and, give this build some room. I will be doing the outside. It still looks really bad. Maybe we could go, I guess, over this way and, carve out a spot for a cactus farm. Now, the cactus farm building will be just a plain old square. I think we could, maybe we could go, I mean, I want to give this thing some space, but not too much. Maybe we go right over here and have it face this way, because then it's close to everything. I'm still in range of the conduit, which is really nice. I need mending on this shovel. I'm probably going to have to take, mending from one of the books in the room. The AFK fish farm. Excuse me, I can't think today, but take another mending book and get it on the shovel, because I am not going to use that up. So we'll put the farm here. It's going to be a square building, and I'd love to do green terracotta on it. So I need a crafting table. I always forget that you need an actual crafting table to dye the terracotta blocks, or the hardened clay or whatever. I'd like to do some pixel arty stuff, though. So We'll do half. There we go. I know that won't be enough, but let's do like a solid quarter with dark oak blocks because I like dark oak. And then let's go ahead and do like a little bit of pixel art here, and it's not really pixel art so much as it is a interesting design. I'd like to go ahead and go grab some glass and get some green glass blocks and kind of randomly put them in here, mixing it with this terracotta. I'm everywhere. And a dolphin. That's not going to help. Mix some glass in here and make like a cool little design, right? And so it'll just be probably a square building. I don't know how far we really need to go. But a square building with like random glass in here, and then the inside will be the farm, right? So let's see. Maybe if we went ahead and did like, I mean, we could make this a pretty big cactus farm. Let's go ahead and go like 16 blocks from corner to corner. Okay, now that I have a furnace, I can show you the glass thing, but I should probably grab this gravel because I'm going to need a whole lot more gravel to do the whole guardian statue thing. We'll do that in a different episode, by the way. Maybe next episode or the one after, or the one after. We'll see eventually. However, I have a furnace, so this needs to get set up because I need a whole lot more glass. I didn't have much on the surface. The ambient noises are awesome. They remind me of Subnautica. Let's go ahead and take the green glass and just kind of like randomly throw it in, right? Like no pattern whatsoever or anything, just random placement. I think that would look really cool and give like a nice effect from the inside because we will be looking at the ocean, which is quite nice looking in my opinion. So if I randomly go ahead and throw that stuff in, that might look kind of cool. Then I could maybe come in after and do like cyan terracotta sticking out so it looks like gray spikes or something cool like that. However, this is how big the build will be, so I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly build the outside walls. There's not going to be like anything too fancy. It's just gonna be this over and over again. The inside is gonna be the cooler fun part because I'd like to do a multi-floored or multi-tiered farm. So I'm looking through the chests here. I have a birch slab, but no birch saplings. I guess I farmed birch wood in the beginning of the series and didn't bother to collect the saplings or something. I can't remember any of that. It's been so long. However, I need to find a birch tree and cut it down because I'm going to need birch wood because it matches the colors that I'm trying to go for. And do I have any birch trees on this little island? I'm not seeing any. Yes, there's a few. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I need to farm up some birch wood as well. I'm waiting for my glass to finish melting so I can smelt up a little bit more green dye just so I can finish off the walls. I'm short on that even. And you know what? While I wait for the trees to grow that I need to farm, let's go ahead and just take the mending hit now. I'm going to throw it on the shovel. Oh boy. I don't like to do this so much, but yep, there we go. I think I have one final mending book for my AFK session that was earlier on in the series. And then it's going to have to be like mending villager time or something. You know, I promise I'm not a total derp because, yeah, I live next to a desert and, yeah, I guess I could have ran around and, collected cactus from here. I knew that. I remember. Why is that cactus so tall? This build is slowly becoming basically a giant cactus, but a really short one. Now, with that being said, I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and throw a temporary ceiling of prismarine on. I know I don't have enough in my inventory, so I'm going to have to swing back up. But I think I would like to go ahead and just wrap all of this green around the ceiling. I was going to do birch just a moment ago, and that's why I was planning on farming up a lot of birch wood, but I think that would look a little bit weird. With these builds, I need to remember that I can float under the water, so that means I'm going to see the ceiling of these builds, and if I go ahead and just do birch slabs or even birch wood on the top here, it's going to look weird. It's just not gonna really match the build, so I think I will have to start farming the cactus and then come back and replace the whole ceiling, which might be annoying to do, but it's going to be the only way I could do it because there's not that much cactus growing in the desert. I didn't plant a whole bunch over there. I was just moving the cactus that was in my way when I was digging out all of the sand. So basically, this is temporary, the top thing, and I'm going to go ahead and drain this build in just a moment with sponge, and then maybe do sandstone or birch wood for the floor inside of this thing. Well, that was easy. Let's just do this for now. Yeah, there we go. Floor time. Let's start with sandstone. You know, thinking about it now, it's going to be really difficult to do the roof, or at least to replace the roof, because I will have tons of cactus inside of the build, but oh well. We'll approach that roadblock when we get to that roadblock. Now, I'm going to do a pretty basic cactus farm. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do the ceiling as like all glass or something. So then I don't have this whole dripping thing going on. Water doesn't drip through glass blocks anymore as of 1.13. Or at least I believe that to be true. But anyways, I'm going to do all of the cactus sitting in the middle here. And if I place them on like every other block. So what do I need? Oh, I need sand to place cactus. So, if I go ahead and do, like, well, I'm gonna have these corners as these blocks, and then if I went ahead and placed, like, temporary block, permanent, and then that, remove that temporary block, and the cactus would go right on top of that. Then I could go in here with some sort of permanent solid block. So, what do I want to use? I could do floating birch wood. I think it's going to look random, but I could. And I did that, right? Or no, I do. How does this work? Does it go right above the cactus and then it breaks? I can't remember anymore. I don't think that's it. No, that's definitely not it. That can place still. Maybe it's with a slab? Is it with a slab that you do this? Oh, no, it's been so long. If I place that there, I can't put a cactus right next to it. Yeah, I think it's with a slab then. I think it's a floating slab. So we'll place the cactus in the middle of this build, floating in the air, and then I'll put water down here. I want to do maybe 2 or 3 rows of cactus, though, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to use this to let the cactus break, and they're going to fall, and if I had another one of these down here, cactus is going to, like, land on it, right? Like, the cactus won't fall all the way down like I would want it to. the way to get around that would be making a long build, right? I didn't realize really how small 16 by 16 would be on the inside. I have to lay out the blocks, I think, to figure it out first. I know I wanted to use bubble streams and everything to move everything into a chest, but I think I might need to do some redesigning of this build. We'll see though. I might not need to. However, with all of that being said, I do know that I want to do like staircases or something inside of this build to kind of create an edge, right? Like if I did upside down stairs going along here, and then I think I would go with birch slabs, which I don't have any of, and put them right on top of those stairs to make like I said, a small border, but something that I could, walk over or something like that, because I have such a tiny little walkway along the walls, and that's just because it's like, what do I put on it, right? I don't need a ton of room. So something like that, and then these wood blocks will get stripped to match the whole color theme in here, and, not see the ugly end block of the wood, or I guess it's not ugly, but I don't want to see it here. I've got it. So I had to push the wall one block out because I didn't think about, like my placement or anything like that. And sure enough, there was room for 3 rows and then like an awkward 2-block space. So, yep, I moved or was it in a 2-block space? Yeah, this would have been moved up 1 and there would have been 2 blocks there. So I pushed this wall out, and I decided on black glass on the ceiling because I can't carry this pattern onto the ceiling, excuse me. No, I can't carry the pattern because water will drip through random blocks, and I don't really want to do anything on the ceiling to change that. I think that could start to look really weird, right? Because, again, I have to remember that I can see the ceiling. So I went ahead and pushed that out, and I'm smelting up glass. I don't know if I'm smelting up enough glass, but I am. And I thought about it, and I figured out how I will be doing this lower area. So if I go ahead and take birchwood and then my pick and dig down a little bit here, I'll line the side of this thing right here with birch planks, and then I'll have water placed right in front of those planks to move everything to the middle of this room. Then I'll have one singular center water stream to move everything to the front of the room. And then I'll have a soul sand bubble stream to move everything to the top of the room, right? So I was initially thinking that I could just have, one floor way at the bottom, but I don't think that would work because Cactus would fall and land on these little breaker blocks, if you will, right? So I'll have to do a bunch of different floors, which isn't that bad because after the first floor, I don't have to make the other floors look pretty or anything like that because I won't ever see them. I'm thinking about doing the actual floor of this room with stone slabs because that will kind of match the whole theme of this room, like the lighter tones, right? But it's not more of this weird yellow color, so this will all be changed over to that. Then, just in case you didn't understand what I was saying, what the? Oh, I'm waterlogging the slab. The water will go over here and move everything to the middle, and then I'll do signs and have one stream in the middle going probably right over to here and have a chest at the entrance or something. I'm gonna have to change this front wall when we come back in a minute, but yeah, I think that's like a good plan. I do need to go back up on the surface though and farm up a little bit more spruce blocks because I don't have enough of that stuff still. And also, I have been letting this run, and Cactus is harvesting, and it's actually quite nice. Now, it's not crazy efficient, but the more floors that I add, the more efficient the farm will get, because I'd love to have a super efficient cactus farm eventually. Oh, and I found this ravine. The seafloor fell in, and the ravine was down there. Or it's not really a ravine, it's just this tiny little thing that you can see here. So if I place a whole bunch of signs going down the middle, just like I'm doing here, I'll be able to move all of the items over to the front of the room for collection. These signs will hold the water back, so long as I get them in, right? I think that's, yeah, that's all good. Okay, so the water stream will go down here. If I put one there, that'll move all the way over to almost the front, right there. And then I think I could waterlog the slab, and the current will continue going forwards. Like, if I put water there, yep, that'll all move over here. And then I'll throw in a soul sand elevator. However, I do need to go ahead and, well, this room needs light. I didn't plan on that. Maybe I'll do, like, sea lanterns in the floor or something. The ceiling is done. It looks really, really good in my opinion. But this front area needs some changes. So I still want to do some waterlocked doors around the city here. Now, I think this could be a build that I come back and add it on. However, I wasn't really planning on doing any of that stuff today. So we won't do anything with waterlocking today. And we'll just kind of keep that idea in mind for whenever we are doing that. Now, I think it would be kind of cool to create some kind of funnel outwards, right? Like, if I have this placed like that, and I went, I hear drowned. Or I thought I did. I've been being, hoarded by drowned for this, during this whole project, excuse me. And it's crazy. It's not insanely fun. Now, I don't have a whole lot of green dye left. And I don't think I have any extra cacti that grew, so, or wait, I can actually take this stuff out, because this is going to just become part of the room, right? So this can all just pull out and kind of go over here. This is what I was thinking, right? Some kind of, like, dome, or if you will, or, not a dome, but like a funnel inwards. And then I guess we'll go ahead and throw the glass there. Something like that, just to make a little bit more room in this room, because I need to have a collection chest sitting right here on the floor. Where's my sponge? Okay. So, yeah, I think that'll work. Something just like I'm doing here. Then, after, you know, this first segment, I could go straight out a little bit. So, let's go maybe 3 and do another one. And then this is where the actual entrance will go. This will save room to set up some sort of water lock in the future. And also make it look nice still, if we had like a little bit of a tunnel entering into this cactus farm. So I'll go ahead and probably take, maybe just plain old spruce wood, nothing too fancy on this part, and just go along here. Pretty flat, I guess. I'm not a massive fan of the whole super flat look, but I think we'll go with it for now. It'll definitely get the job done, and it's a whole lot easier. And then on the ceiling, I'll probably... what will I do? Maybe we could go across like this, and then I could do trapdoors here. I think I could do closed trapdoors, like waterlogged, and it should work. Do I have a crafting table? Nope, it's still outside. Let's try it. Let's see. Maybe we do... Let's do spruce, because it matches all of the colors inside of this little entranceway. So we do waterlogged doors, just like that, and then we'll do a little bit more on this side. We need just a little bit more doors. And then we'll take black stained glass and throw that in both of the windows there. And then let's find out. Let's take the sponge and throw it down. Yeah. Okay, so that does look a little weird. And we do have the water pouring through every time I open that. So maybe that's not going to be the best way to do that. If I waterlog these, it'll look a lot more normal. But then I just have the weird water dripping through the, like, into the room, right? Maybe that's okay, though. I think that'll maybe do for now. So let's go ahead and line this whole side with water to make all of the currents go towards the middle. And then let's kind of talk about the water elevator a little bit. Now, I'm going to go ahead in just a few moments and add on some more floors to this room. So I'll have to reconfigure this elevator to where the item collection will be a little bit. But I could see like a double chest in here, right? So I could have tons and tons of room. Maybe going in the floor where I just dug out. Let's see. Double chest right here. There's 2. So we'll have a chest like that. Oh, no. We need a chest going like that. Then underneath this chest, is that in the middle? Oh, no. I put this thing off center. I need to readjust that. That's not what I want. You know, it doesn't look bad, actually. Do I like the off center? I don't think I do. I need to readjust that. Okay, so I'll fix that, but I'll have a chest here, and then underneath we'll have the water going to this area. I think I'll have one more sign and an ice block to throw the items over into an elevator, which will be right here, and it'll go up, and there'll be like a hopper. There'll be a hopper somehow. Ooh. So I need to have the hopper going into the side of the chest. So maybe the chest sits in the ground 1 floor. Yep, this chest will sit down 1 block, and then the hopper will push everything into the chest. If it doesn't make sense, I'll show it in a minute, but I have to fix that mess. Whoops. So I thought today I'd switch it up and do the comment of the day over this little time-lapse bit where I'm healing up my tools, because I love mending. Today's comment of the day comes from XGamerTN. The comment read, "Better make an automatic storage system for your Guardian farm. It will help a lot. Trust me." And that is going to for sure be a thing. I'm thinking that I will try to figure that out probably like next episode or something whenever I deal with the Guardian farm a little bit more. But I think I would love to do some sort of auto storage system so I can separate fish from prismarine shards to prismarine crystals, right? I think those are the 3 items that I'm getting from this farm. But yeah, an automatic storage system is, I think, going to be the way to go, depending on how I can get it set up, because I could see this thing filling up really, really fast, and that might be a problem, but I'm not sure. I think I will be adding that in, though. Thank you for the comment. Okay, I wasn't going to do any more cuts. I was just going to go and finish up the project. I started digging down to dig the next floor, and I hit an underwater cave, and look at all of these ores. I don't know, I just thought it looked really cool, and guess what? I'm not gonna dig them up. No, just kidding, I need them. Okay, I'm getting a little clever with this build, but first off, right here is the collection chest. So I'll have water just going right over into the hopper. This trapdoor will hold everything back from spilling onto the top of this chest here. I hear another drowned. But yeah, that should all work. I had to do some slabs up here. It's kind of weird, but it's not the biggest deal. I'd rather have this work like this instead of having to put the chest deeper in the ground. But if we swing down into here and place another sign, because I'll need one there, and do I need one up there? I don't think I will. But if we jump down here, I have the lower floor. Now, I made the lower floor a little bigger. I have, instead of, what is it, 12 on each side? Or no, I have 12 in that whole room up there, I think, right? And down here I have 32. There's 4 rows of 4 on each side here. So tons of cactus coming from down here. Now, it's all pretty basic. I did go ahead and do the walls. It's pretty plain, right? It's all gray, but that's fine. I don't think I'll ever see this area down here. But yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and make sure I have decent rates coming from this cactus farm. So now it's just setting up the water and moving everything to the middle, and then setting up this elevator and moving everything upwards. I think increasing the numbers on this lower floor will help a lot, and if I'm still not happy with the rates of this farm after doing all of this, then I'll go ahead and come back in later and add in another floor. That's the nice thing about doing this farm, how I did it. I can keep adding floors, and I could really make this floor giant if I wanted to. I could do a whole nother layer of water, but I don't know if I need that much cactus. It's really just for this one project that I'm trying to get done anyways, so we'll see. But I have to make a bubble column elevator now, so after I get that done, that'll be just about it for this episode, I think. I did leave an access area over here. It's literally just a sign entrance into the room. I don't think it'll be a problem. And then the exit is right here. It goes out onto the seafloor, so I can come back in and out of this area. There's the drowned. But yeah, so that'll be there. I think I'll leave it here. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a door here instead. A door would be a better idea, I think, so I don't have things getting thrown out of the room. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I threw a torch in the stream at the bottom, and it made it all the way up to the top. So this farm is currently working, running, and awesome. Before we end, though, we have a book in this chest. I was told in the comments of a previous episode that this chest is here, and I need to check it out. So, 2 wattles. I am looking to complete the farms in my farm tower, but I am unable to find any carrots. Would you be so kind as to give me one? Thank you, Withy. Okay, so in case you guys don't remember, there is another person in this Let's Play world. That is Withy, and Withy needs a carrot, and I think I have lots of carrots, so I think we'll have to figure out something to swing over by his place to do. What should I do? What should I build? Tell me down below, and maybe we'll get to that next episode as well. But it's time for me to kind of AFK and wait for Cactus to grow so I can get lots of cyan dye, or make lots of cyan dye, I should say, and start making a bunch of terracotta. Off camera, I will prepare almost all of the terracotta I need, I think. I'll make sure I make it all hardened and everything, and then we'll come back and actually finish off that guardian farm. I need to expand the storage of the thing as well, so that'll be a project for next episode as well. But my name is Wattles. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to get early access to this series and these episodes, go check out the Patreon link down below. You'll get that as well as a lot of other cool things. Go have a good day. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.